the Elena trailer had just dropped, so we're gonna watch it. I already checked it out, but that's my girl, man. That's my girl. We're gonna watch it back again, maybe 2 or 3 more times, maybe 5. I've been waiting so long. I predicted she would be in the game, and it has been a long as hell wait. But yeah, anyways, let's watch it back and then we'll discuss. Finally get my character. All right, let's watch it back in slow-mo and we'll discuss a couple of things. I could finally put Chun-Li and Manon on the wayside, and it's such a good thing because those are the only characters I've really played. I dabbled with I played a little bit of Geef, but it's mostly Manon and Chun-Li. And so I've been prepping myself to play Elena ever since FF6 dropped. I've been doing nothing but prepping myself for this moment. God damn. Woo! I'm doing this like it's an announcement trailer, but I already knew she was gonna be in the game. Let's watch it in slow motion since we got nothing else to go off of. They said that this was in, god damn it, I watched it in 1080 instead of 2K. So let's watch it in 0.5 speed and see if there's anything we can catch out. First of all, let's mention this stage is ridiculously good looking. The stage is ridiculously good looking. Elena is ridiculously good looking. How are we feeling about her redesign? I apologize. We're not going to watch it back right now. We're going to discuss a few things. How do you feel about the redesign of Elena? Let me get a good picture of her. I need to find, hold on. Let me geek out a little bit. Is this a good shot? How do y'all feel about the redesign of Elena? Alright, the hair admittedly looks a little funky. The bangs aren't really banging like they should be banging. You know, they're a little, they look like somebody trimmed the curtains a little, a little lopsided. It's not that they're lopsided, it's that they're just, I don't know, the individual parts of the bangs that they have going, like, I don't know what they call it, but it's like square pieces that lump together. They're like all like in different sizes. It looks like a graph chart or some shit, It's like they're uneven. Like one's short, one's long, and then the next one's short, and the next one's long. But it's just the way that her hair is flowing in, like the whatever you call it, and it just looks a little off sometimes. But then you get like this, and this is like how it should be looking. So I feel like if they just made the whole thing like a big clump that's stuck together, instead of like separate bits, like there's like 4 or 5 different rectangles of hair that counts for her bangs up top. And I feel like if they just stuck together more, then that would help it. But I really like her redesign. I like it. I dig it. I dig the hair for the most part. The pants, I feel the pants. I like baggy pants. I'm a big fan of baggy pants, and the scarf and all that. On some real shit, like I haven't been feeling some of the black characters they've been putting in Street Fighter. I haven't been feeling them, right? Like one thing that I have personally against it is that I want to see a cool looking black character from top to bottom with no discrepancies, right? I'm talking about design, personality, the way they're portrayed. You know, I want to see all of that just hit the marks. And with Kimberly, it was like, yes, he was mostly cool. But then you get to the part where they like her pants and whatnot. And it's like they'll always add like a bit of tackiness to the character, right? Like she got like a thong sewing halfway up. You see her butt crack, and I saw that. I was like, man, this could be a cool, dope ass character. Then I see that, I'm like, why they do that, man? You know, like why they do that? You know, so those little things like that, and her using spray cans instead of, you know, ninja stars and kunai and stuff. I see that, I'm like, you know, I kind of just like sigh a little bit. I see DJ and I see him like jiving the whole time throughout the match and yelling, and he's saying like I think his profile said some shit like he has a loud mouth or some shit, and he likes hollering. And I just see it, and I'm just like, man, it's just not a cool character. Like, it's not a cool character in my opinion. You know, the character, the way that they look is cool, but then the way that they portray the character kind of falls short to me. And I'm like, what does it take to just hit all the marks? You know, what does it take to hit all of the marks? And for me, Elena has been a character who has always hit all of the marks. For the most part, her character is, you know, happy, jubilant, you know, just cheerful. She brings cheer and joy to everybody pretty much around her. That's her thing. So that's what she's all about. And I could pick up on that, you know, and I feel that. And I feel like there's nothing that's shortcoming that they can cut the legs off from that, you know? And so with Elena, something about it is a little bit more magical in my opinion. A lot of people be hating on her. I think she's awesome. She used to be in a bikini and all that stuff, but yeah, whatever. I'm sure she have like her classic design, but I think the only thing I really like about her classic design is the jewelry. I really like the jewelry. But yeah, she carries herself. Like, I think you could put her in pretty much any type of outfit design, and she just carries the whole thing by herself. She has a character that's bigger than any type of outfit you could put her in. Her, you know, she's got some underboob thing on, and y'all may see this. Like, here, let me just say this shit real quick. I've been accused by some random motherfucker just who's strolling by my channel, like, and commented on a video I did like 5 years ago, and he was like, it was like a Legend of Dragoon video I did, a tutorial, and I was like, hey people, you should, there's no right or wrong way to play the game, you know, discover it yourself and create something new, you know, that's how new things are found, yada yada yada. And this motherfucker took that what I said and said, oh, you sound like a woke son, you sound like a woke dude, you know, I was gonna like something blah 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 blah, but now you talking like a woke person, and da 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 da, you know. And you know, I'm like, okay, whatever, you know. So at the risk of being called woke again, I wasn't really feeling Elena's underboob in the leaks, because there was a leak image of her that came out before this. Is that clipping I see right there? There's a little bit of underboob there, and when I say a little bit, it's actually quite a lot, but that's like not really beside the point. Because what I'm thinking is, like, if they're gonna put in there some like baggy pants, you know, I'm thinking like, you know, I'm trying to think of what's the thought process here. Like, you're trying to make her look a bit more whatever, and then you throw her in like a rag around her chest, you know, like a small ass rag around her chest. I'm like, what's the thought process here, you know? And I was like, well, if you're gonna do that, why not just give her regular outfit? You know. So that's just my line of thinking. I'm like, what's the thought process here? Because I think it would look cooler if she just had like a regular like tank top or whatever they call it, crop top or whatever. I think that would fit a lot better personally with this outfit, with this get up that she's got going. But I'm not really feeling one way or another about it. I don't really care. That's just like my thought process when I first saw it. When you see the leak, it's a lot more prevalent there. So that's like my main thought process that came out. I was like, I'm just trying to dissect everything that I'm looking at. I don't really give a fuck about it, you know. I think like if it fits the character and if it makes them look cooler, or if it just fits, then whatever. Anyways, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I think that her design is overall like a, you say like an 8 out of 10. I think if the hair were better, more coherent, I say is like a 9. Let's watch the trailer. Another thing about this trailer, the music. That was some like tropical freeze ass music. That was a big tropical freeze type of vibe that we were hearing. This stage, in every reveal trailer of the character with the world tour thing, they use real music from the stage, either the stage or the character. This is either Elena's theme song or it is her stage's theme. And either way, whichever way it goes, it doesn't matter. As long as we get that song in its entirety. God, look at this shot, man. Look at this. I'm not even watching. I'm too busy talking, yapping my ass off. This has the potential to be a dope as fuck theme. And maybe I think it's going to drop with the new patch season 3, so we'll see. Let me watch that back again. look at this motherfucker. What they call him, Johnny Streets, over here getting it in. God damn. I need to slow down a little bit more. I like that it keeps going to this one part. The alternate outfits are going to go wild. The colors, I mean. God damn, look at her. Look at her. So magical. Look at the elephants. They like, oh shit, it's about to be that time. Look, they about to buy Street Fighter 6 too. They about to hop on season 3 too. They're like, oh shit, we finally arrived. We finally arrived at the scene. I don't know about y'all, but that one part, that one sequence right there reminds me of like some old school intro of a fighting game. This one sequence right here, how the angles are just kind of like, what do they call it? The field of view. It reminds me of an old school fighting game intro, like mostly Tekken. Like the, what do they call it? It's not the intro, it's the before the intro, like the, when Jin in Tekken 3, he has those visions with his mom and his dad, and then he sees Ogre holding somebody's head, and then he does a thing and then he punches at the screen. That's what this reminds me of. And it has like big changes coming type of vibes to it, like a season 3 type of thing. Also, that butte that she's standing on top of, you can see the moon through the rock. So it's not a solid rock. Go back real quick one last time. You're like, God damn, finally we're done with SNK. That's actual Street Fighter character. Oh fucking Ray! Oh fucking Ray! Oh shit! Damn, she's everything I've been waiting for. Hold up. Hold up. This motherfucker, these are not Nikes. I've never really noticed this. Actually, what the fuck are those? I've never seen those in the game. Those aren't the games you start off with in World Tour. And what the fuck is this? I don't know if y'all can see my arrow, but I'm circling around the foot. This motherfucker got a stock exchange arrow on his feet trying to portray a Nike. He's got a stock exchange arrow. Somebody done tricked this dude. What the fuck is this? And this bitch ain't wearing socks. Why? I'm sick and tired of these bitches getting close-ups of their feet, and none of them are wearing socks. JP bitch ass ain't wearing socks. This dude ain't wearing socks. Jury ain't wearing socks. Is one motherfucker in the entire game wearing socks? Cammy damn sure ain't wearing no socks. This is crazy. Is there one person in the game that wears some athlete's feet protection? Hey, this is a smelly ass game. June 5th, man. It's dope. It's dope. I'm gonna watch it back one more time, right? One more time. Forgive me. You know, the black-haired version of this is going to go crazy, assuming they don't fuck up the colors and give it some boozy ass colorway. The black-haired version and the pink-haired version are the ones I always go for. No, I think I picked the black-haired version, pink-haired version, and the red-haired one. Not that I'm like some expert or anything, but those have always been my favorite. Can't wait. Can't wait. So this and Stellar Blade are dropping pretty damn near each other. I can't say which one I'm gonna be on mostly, but it's looking like Street Fighter. So hey, props. Yeah, I think Elena is damn sure 100,000% going to be the player character that I play. 100,000%. 100,000%. Maybe 200,000. We here. But somebody damn sure fucked up your bangs. I don't know what they did to you, but hey, we can work with it. Hey, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I'm committed. Let me know what y'all think. I tried my meh. I can't even finish any sentence saying my without sighing directly afterwards. She's alright. She's kind of boring to play though. I played her for a bit. I got her a little past master, and then I just got bored. So I'm mostly on Manon because I felt like Manon was the most similar to Elena button wise, even if Chun-Li is probably the one she'll end up playing like without a fireball. One thing about Elena is she's going to have the jump arc of Chun-Li, if not worse, without a wall jump, and also without any reliable cross-ups. I believe that's how it goes. So she has a worse jump arc than Chun-Li, no wall jump, and she has equally as bad cross-ups as Chun-Li, but she has a better ground game than Chun-Li. And knowing Street Fighter 6, she's gonna have neutral skips out the ass. You're going to be cartwheeling full screen, and one of them is gonna leave you plus on block. If they gave it to Terry, if they gave it to Bison, they gave it to Ken. Chun-Li, I don't know why they didn't give it to you. Not only does Chun-Li not have a jump scare like all of the people I just mentioned, but Chun-Li's also leaves her at a disadvantage. Where all these other motherfuckers get to do it, that is a jump scare, but also leaves them in a better situation. Elena is going to be one of them that is going to get a better situation. But I feel like Chun-Li and Elena are going to be paying for crimes, war crimes, from past games that has nothing to do with the present. Chun-Li is still to this day paying for Third Strike. and Elena is probably going to be paying for Street Fighter 4. And that is the unfortunate price that we may be looking at. But our character is going to be dope as fuck. And it's going to be a good time, right? We got good vibes. We got good vibes while everyone else is out here stressing. We got good vibes. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I'll be there, hopefully. Hope you all have a good day. And I'll bid you further adieu. May peace be with. Always keep your heads up. Do so supposed ideals. Stay cool. If you like this content, be sure to show some love. But always be sure to show that love to the people who matter to you. It's ITOwl bidding you farewell. Peace. Much love. And stay cool. Deuces.